Welcome to Animania Chronicles, where we dive deep into the captivating worlds of anime, dissecting stories, unraveling characters, and sharing our passion for all things animated. Today, we're concluding our in-depth review of the action-packed, adventurous, and captivating anime That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. After Ifrit regained control of her body, she realized that she was a monster. Then Shizu woke up from her nightmare. At that moment, Ifrit tried to take over her body, but his attempt failed. Shizu knew she is a danger to her comrades and planned to leave. Later, Ruru showed up, and he said that she is welcome to stay as long as she'd like. She thanked him and said that she still had something to do. Ruru learned that her goal is to find the person who summoned her to this world. Ruru noticed that something was on her mind and said that she can come to visit anytime. Following this, Arena asked her if she would like to continue traveling with them. Shizu replied that she was having a lot of fun, but she didn't want to put Arena in danger. For this reason, she politely declined her offer. Afterwards, we see Cavil and Guido, who were waiting for Shizu and Arena. Suddenly, Ifrit tried to take control of Shizu's body. She couldn't stop him this time, and her mask was broken. As a result, storm clouds appeared, and Ifrit unleashed his power. Ruru asked if they were okay, and they were confused. Arena was worried about Shizu, and Cavil was shocked that she is the legendary adventurer called Conqueror of Flames. Then Rimuru learned that she was supposed to be the hero of the guild from about 50 years ago. He ordered Rigard and his son to evacuate the villagers. Additionally, he planned to stop Shizu, and she cried because she didn't want to kill her friends again. Suddenly, Shizu transformed into the fire spirit Ifrit, and the adventurers thought that they would die. Ifrit was happy to be free, and he activated the universal pull of pain from Naruto. He also summoned salamanders by using a summoning spell. Suddenly, Cavil said that they will fight against Tendo Pain, ordered by Wish, because they wanted to save Shizu. Ruru then asked what Ifrit was planning to do, but he attacked him with a fireball. Ruru countered with his water blade, but it didn't work. After that, Ifrit's pets were charging at Ruru, but Arena attacked them with her icicle lance spell. Arena told Ruru that he can lead the salamanders to them and that he should try to save Shizu. However, Ruru summoned Ranga and he supported his boss in the fight against Ifrit. He explained his plan to Ranga and said that he should concentrate on dodging the fire attacks. Following this, he asked Great Sage for advice, and he learned about a way to defeat the salamanders. He couldn't use it because it was far too dangerous. Then he noticed that Arena's ice spell caused much damage to the monsters. Ruru got a great idea and asked Arena to attack him. The reason for this was that Ruru wanted to analyze her attack, so Ruru learned new skills and attacked the enemies with his icicle shotgun. He managed to defeat 2 of them, but the last one activated a self-destruction skill. Cavil tried to protect his friends, but the explosion was far too powerful. They were injured, and Ruru ordered Ranga to take the adventurers to a safe place. Following this, Ruru planned to stop Ifrit. Ruru said that he is angry. Ifrit looked down on Ruru, and he activated a special skill called Shadow Clone. Ruru attacked the Shadow Clones with his Icicle Shotgun skill. At that moment, Ifrit cast his spell Flare Circle, which caused a huge tornado of flames. Ranga and Rigard could see the flames even from far away, and they were worried for their master. Ruru couldn't believe that he fell for Ifrit's trap, but he noticed that no harm was done to him. Great Sage explained to him that he has a skill that gives him the power to nullify this spell. He then planned to launch a counterattack, and Ifrit was captured. Ifrit underestimated Ruru and tried to eliminate him with his fire breath, but his attack didn't work, and Ruru decided to absorb Ifrit. As a result, Ruru was able to save Shizu, but she was unconscious. Ifrit woke up in Rimuru's body and tried to find a way out. Suddenly, Vora appeared and said that he can't escape from this place. A few hours later, Shizu woke up and thanked Ruru for saving her. She knew that she hardly had any time left and wanted to tell Ruru her story. Following this, Ruru learned that Ifrit had made her kill her friend. Despite everything, she continued to serve Demon Lord Leon. One day, a hero appeared, and her life began to change. Leon abandoned his castle, but for some reason, her body decided to fight against the hero. Shizu thought she would be killed immediately, but she was spared. Afterwards, she was saved by the hero, and her emotions came back. She gave Shizu a mask that boosted her magical resistance so she could suppress Ifrit's powers. Then she began to learn more about this world and saved many people with the powers of Ifrit. Shizu was happy to travel with the hero, but one day she disappeared. She was very sad, but she decided to become stronger so that she could save people who were suffering. Over time, she became stronger, but suppressing Ifrit also became more difficult. However, she decided to retire and become an instructor at a school. It was a school for kids from other worlds. She said she had a lot of fun and remembered the wonderful days with her students. These days passed very peacefully, and they all grew up. One even became a grandmaster who was responsible for overseeing all the guilds. Following this, she said that she planned to find Leon. At the end, she wasn't sad because she was able to meet nice comrades on her last journey. Suddenly, Shizu asked Ruru what his Japanese name is, and he answered Mikami. Before she died, she asked Rimuru for a favor. She demanded that Rimuru eat her because she doesn't want to be absorbed into this world. That was her last request, and Ruru wanted to fulfill her last wish. He also asked for the name of the person she was looking for. Shizu answered Leon, and she asked him for a second favor. At that moment, Ruru promised to fulfill her last request and find Leon. Shizu died, and Great Sage asked if he wanted to use his predator skill. As a result, Shizu was absorbed, and she woke up in the afterlife. She found her mother and was able to say goodbye to the world happily. Later, Arena was worried about Shizu, and they wanted to go visit her. Suddenly, R entered the hut, and Ranga sensed that the person is Rimuru. Later, Rimuru explained to the adventurers that Shizu died. They were shocked by this, and they were confused. So, Ruru turned into his original form to prove to them that he didn't lie. Arena was very sad that Shizu died, but they respected Shizu's request to be eaten by Ruru. Then he told them that Shizu had a lot of fun with them, but the three of them were a bit danger-prone. The following morning, the adventurers planned to leave Ruru's village and thanked him for his hospitality. Suddenly, they asked Rimuru if he could transform into his human form again. The reason for this was that they wanted to thank Shizu and say goodbye. Arena started crying, and they said that they would miss Shizu before they left the village. Ruru got the idea to gift them with new equipment. They couldn't believe that Ruru had given them S-rank equipment and introduced them to his artisans. The adventurers were shocked because Kijin and the three dwarf brothers were famous. They thanked Kijin and the dwarves for forging them such good equipment. After that, they left the village and said goodbye to Ruru. Later, Ruru had built a tomb for Shizu, and he wanted to keep his promise to slug the demon Lord Lun, who made Shizu cry. As a result, Ruru got a new goal, and he turned back into a slime. Then we see an orc who has passed out from the heat. Suddenly, a mysterious person appeared who wanted to give him a name and food. The mysterious person introduced himself as Gelmid. After this, he was named Gel, and he was supposed to one day take possession of the great forest of Ja. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the vast realms of anime. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and stay tuned for more thrilling reviews and discussions. Until next time, keep exploring the boundless wonders of anime with us.